welcome to Cooper High School for Tri-Metro Conference Volleyball on CCX Sports. The Brooklyn Center Centaurs making the trip over here to New Hope to take on the Cooper Hawks. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox. A new school year now underway in both of these school districts and the 2024 volleyball season into full swing. Both teams looking for their first win of the season here this evening. They've had a little bit of a disparity in terms of number of matches because Brooklyn Center participated in the Simley tournament, so they've had 7 matches so far. And for Cooper, just a couple of matches. They played De La Salle fairly well and then lost to their district rival Armstrong in their second match of the season. Both teams kind of young. They graduated some players that were pretty key parts of their team last year, so kind of trying to find their lineups and see how things are going to shake out here in this one here this evening. Brooklyn Center also battling an injury or two as well. They haven't really used the same lineup in any 2 matches in a row, according to Coach Ramon Martinez, as they try and find some things to gel with a group that's still kind of learning the sport a little bit here. Coach Russell for Cooper saying that their team has got some, their program's got some new players in, and they're learning on the fly a little bit as well. They did sweep Brooklyn Center when they played a season ago. They come into this one confident tonight, but knowing that they're going to have to be sharp and try and take care of the little things if they're going to come out on top in this one and start to build a little bit of momentum. As Brooklyn Center last year, 11 victories for them. However, they did not win any in the Tri-Metro. They scheduled their non-conference well, some teams that they competed well with and did fairly well in those matches last year, despite, as I said, not taking any of their Tri-Metro matches. And Cooper coming off a season in which they won 4 matches. However, pretty evident that they did play a little bit of a tougher schedule than Brooklyn Center did as well. Centaurs did see some pretty decent competition in that Simley tournament, and they're hoping that just being on the court against some good teams can kind of help their level of play come up and see if they can't throw a scare at least into Cooper here this evening. The Centaurs and the Hawks. Volleyball action from the Tri-Metro is on your way next year on CCX Sports.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.
And welcome back as the team's getting set for the opening set here. As we said, 3rd match of the season for Cooper. 2nd in a row at home for them. They were home against Armstrong 1 week ago, and Brooklyn Center also 1 week since they played. There's a look at the lineups for the 2 teams. Centaurs on the left. Denise Smith, Linnea Salat-Smith, Alina Lohr, Ternaya Adams, Miriam Bagana, Anya Olsen in as the setter this evening with an injury to their supposed starter, Isabella Stelmach, and then Claire DeJournet as the libero. Tracy Wynn, Madison Nias, Zoe Smith, Layla Henderson, Emily Blanchette, Serafina Wilhelm, and Jenny Wong for Cooper. As Hawks get set to serve, Wilhelm will serve it up here to begin our opening set. And Centaurs unable to get that second pass up. Early 1-0 lead here for Cooper. Each team won one of the earlier matches here, so Centaurs on this court that they're playing on, their JV did win. And second ace in a row there as they serve receive a little bit struggling for Brooklyn Center to begin this one. Wilhelm missing down the line with that one. So Brooklyn Center will get the serve. Linnea Salat-Smith will serve it up here for BC. And that one's going to be too long. Good communication there by Cooper. Wasn't real obvious right from the get-go that that one was going to be too long, but they had good talk there and able to watch it sail long. So Tracy Wynn will serve now for Cooper. Ooh, good tough jump serve there. This time the Centaurs able to get the ball up and over though. And come right side with it. Pretty well dug, and now a little floater, and great effort by Cooper, but they're not going to be able to get it over. As Lohr helping to deliver the point there for Brooklyn Center, so they're within 3-2. Push to the outside and a little off speed there from Lohr as Olsen setting her up. Free ball played over here. And Centaurs that time just a little hesitant and a little unsure. There was 3 players there and they all kind of stepped toward it and nobody really stepped up and took charge of that ball. Jenny Wong to serve here for Cooper. She's improved a lot according to Coach Russell. And that'll be an ace. Centaurs. Nobody really moved for that one, but they left a pretty big opening there for her to aim at. And obviously serving, I mean, really in any match, in any level is going to be key. And Cooper, with that one exception, serving pretty well so far here. And you just want to, first and foremost, give your team a chance to win the point, putting them in play. And a block there. I believe that Henderson got a piece of that one. Make it a 6-2 lead here for Cooper. Let's see. And yeah, it was off the tape, but then she got a block too. And then Wong, that one into the net. So 6-3 now is Brooklyn Center trying to break the momentum a little bit and see if they can't get something going on their side. Smith to serve here for the Centaurs. And that'll be an ace. That time Cooper watching it and kind of hoping it was going to be long, but it was perfect. Oop, they almost had 2 balls in play there. They had given a server a new one and Cooper didn't realize it, so Smith gets the go-ahead here. Another good serve, this time handled well though. Oops, Cooper not on the same page there, got it over anyway. And that one a little too strong. Actually a pretty good idea on where to hit that ball, but got a little too much of it, so it'll be a point for Cooper, and they're up 7-4. Blanchette to serve here for the Hawks. You see this ball to the outside, trying to hit that down ball. Definitely too long, but I do like the idea. There's an ace, Blanchette. Another look. This is probably one of the better serves they've had so far, and trying to add to the lead here now at 8-4 for Cooper. Net violation there against Brooklyn Center, so make it 9-4. And it'll be 10 as Evelyn Vang didn't really get her platform set there. And a good tough serve. This one handled better though by Adams. And that one is wide. Pretty good setup overall for Cooper there, but Wynn not able to hit that line. Okay, subbing in here for Cooper. As Alina Lohr to serve for the Centaurs. Ooh, good recovery there on a tough pass. Played over there by Wynn. Centaurs just staying basic, got it over. Lohr, good down ball here. I like to set her off the net. Not real tall, but she's doing some good things. And a tough ball to time for a blocker there, and it didn't work out. He has to serve here for Cooper. Okay, coming to the outside, just had to push that one over there to Bickham. And a little miscommunication there. I think Nias thought that Wong was probably going to take that ball, so she hesitated. Didn't really get to it. As you'll see, it's kind of in between them, and you see Wong at the last second tell her, no, that's you, and a little too late at that point. Again, serving here for Brooklyn Center, and it's a good one. Okay, though, we'll get it over. Good demonstration that you don't give up on a ball. Just assume that you're going to be able to get to it and get it and keep it in play, and that's what they were able to do there. So Henderson now serving for Cooper. Their lead is 6. Almost hitting that basketball hoop, but didn't quite. Scraped over, but good hands by Wynn to stay with that one. And she ranges to the outside. Good job not trying to do too much that time by Tracy, as the ball ended up pretty wide on the court outside that antenna, but she just stayed with the real basic shot to make sure she got it in rather than trying to really attack it. And Centaurs stay with it, and then a collision for Cooper. Okay, though, will get it over. Olsen setting it to the outside. Wynn rolling it deep. Centaurs picking more balls up now as the match is going after a real slow start. Good long rally here. Who's going to take it? Wynn, too long with that one. I like her swing and idea there, but just not quite able to hit the court. Olsen to serve here for BC. They're kind of hanging in. I mean, they've been trailing pretty much the whole way, but that serve off the side of her hand. Certainly Cooper's been more consistent in getting the passes up and things, but Wilhelm coming back in to serve here for the Hawks, leading at 14-7. And that ball hit the Brooklyn Center player. It was going to be out, but unfortunate one for the Centaurs as she came over to watch it and instead it hits her leg. And Brooklyn Center is going to use a timeout here. So Cooper got a little bit of a break there, no doubt. I think that serve was definitely going to be out, but it's part of it is you got to have that court awareness. It was, a good play to watch, but You got to make sure your body's out of the way. There's a look at Coach Russell now in her 6th season. I said, oh, is it really that many already? And she thought, wow, it does really fly. She was thinking the same, but said she's enjoying herself. There's a younger group this year, and they're gonna take a while to gel. They know that, but said they're kind of happy with just the overall atmosphere of the school and volleyball. They got some players coming back to be assistant coaches and things now too. And there's a look at Ramon Martinez, 18th year working with the Centaurs program, and he said, yeah, probably won't be all that many more years. He said, we'd like to get a young coach kind of in position to take over at some point, but for now, this is the group that they're working with, and really enthusiastic guy and knows the game very well. Always enjoy talking to Ramon and Tara Russell as well. Wilhelm the serve here out of the timeout. Cooper leading it by 8, and that's going to be a ball handling error, or actually a net violation on that set attempt for Brooklyn Center. Wilhelm toward the line. That one might have been going out, but played by the Centaurs. I heard somebody yelling out, but went for that one anyway. And Wilhelm try and keep this service run going. Goes down the line again. And that one will drop in. Olsen maybe a little bit fortunate there, but well placed. As she just chased it down and threw her hands at it and got it in a spot where nobody was in position to play it for Cooper. Set to the outside, and a nice block there by Smith. So BC gets 2 in a row. Setting it to the outside for Blanchette, and was pretty tight to the net, so she just tried to punch it over, and well timed on the block. Win. Oh, there's another good block for BC, this one by Adams. And then Cooper will end up taking the point, though. There's a good example again that you stay with it. Don't assume anything. You know, that BC had a little good feel for getting that block, but then Cooper didn't relax, stayed with it, or didn't relax too much, as Zoe Smith finishing that one off, and an 18-9 lead for the Hawks. Win, a rocket serve. Fair to say she's maybe one of the more advanced servers for either team here. Good downward motion on that one. And that's another ace down the line and good. Not satisfied to just put the ball in play. She's attacking. Another good serve. This time Centaurs do get it up. And that one will drop in. It seemed like DeJournet got that ball up enough that somebody should have been able to play it, but a little slow to react overall. So 21-9 now for Cooper as Wynn trying to just keep her foot on the gas here and see if they can't close them out in this set. Whew, that one was a tough one to handle, and they don't. 22-9 Hawks. And another tough serve. They fight it off. Pushed over there by the setter Wilhelm. And the run, Blanchette pushing it over. And this point one though by the Centaurs, Adams. had some good plays in this first set. Her team overall struggling a little bit, but she's done a few good things certainly for the Centaurs. I'm sorry, not Adams that time, Smith. Adams to serve. Rotation issue for Brooklyn Center now. They get to go ahead. Adams with a good serve. And she'll dig it up. And Wynn lets that one drop, and it's just out. Wasn't so sure that was going to be the right move, but she got word from her bench and watched it drop just out. Jenny Wong to serve here for Cooper, trying to finish off BC in this first set here, 2 points away from doing so. Wilhelm will come back to win. Nice dig though by Adams. Set it up middle and put away nicely there by Henderson. 24-10 now for Cooper. Almost out there, but I'm not going to take any chances. Wilhelm coming to get it. And sent over there by Adams. Cooper will attack again. Tip to the outside. And again, they're able to scramble and get it over. That ball is in. Wilhelm playing it to the outside and will give Cooper the first set as they take care of the Centaurs in this opening set. 25-10 Cooper, our score in set one. Second set coming up here on CCX Sports Tri-Metro Volleyball action.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Welcome back as we get set for our second set here. Tri-Metro Volleyball on CCX Sports as Cooper taking care of Brooklyn Center 25-10 in that opening set. Centaurs, I thought, started to play a little bit better. I mean, they kept more balls up. They passed the ball better as the set went on, but you can see Cooper maybe a little bit more experience overall and served consistently well for the most part also, and including a couple, in particular Tracy Wynn. I mean, she's a tough server, and they were able to rack up some aces that way, and when you win enough points directly off the serve like that, it's hard for the other team to stay in it. Lillian Cisneros in to serve for Brooklyn Center as we begin our second set. And a good block put up there by Adams again there for Brooklyn Center. Is kind of a one-on-one situation there, and she got the best of Zoe Smith. Ball just out. Again, good communication. I thought for a moment that you're going to play that ball, but Here's Wynn, who Brooklyn Center probably not thrilled to see at that service line. Well, she's capable of missing two, and a little too strong with that one. So 2-1 BC. Smith checking back in for the Centaurs. Stelmach is in there to serve, and Coach Martinez said we're not starting her tonight because she's a little bit nicked up, but might still see some action, and that is exactly what we're seeing here in the second set. And they're unable to connect on that pass, so score it for Cooper. Jenny Wong at the service line now for the Hawks. And put away nicely by Adams. Good pass too off that serve is Stelmach. Or it's a good set, I should say, for Stelmach. Layla Weston in there to serve now for BC as they have an early lead here. Long run to go to get to that one, and a free ball sent over. Back to the outside they'll come. And a nice dig there by Wilhelm. Right across court there, Wong staying with it. And that one will be too long. Good idea, just they weren't quite there on the timing of that one, and Adams kind of hit that ball not really at the top and drove it too long. I just feel like it helps these teams though to have some good long rallies. I mean, you can see them getting into the flow more, and that just not even just for tonight, but for season long, to get some points where you see some of those things happen for your team. And dumped over there by Wilhelm. I don't know if she could really see where she was going with that one, but dropped it in a perfect spot. Watch this one again as she'll really cross up the defense. Jorna just getting to that one. That one was into the antenna there from Nias, so it'll be a point for the Centaurs, and they're sticking with it in the early going here and tied up at 4-4. Janai Adams to serve here, trying to give BC the lead back. Win off the block, but pretty good coverage behind. Scramble there, and we saw it actually once for both teams on that point where a couple players ran into each other. Just, you got to, sometimes you got to really be confident and call a ball out so you're not running into each other. I mean, obviously you'd rather have players going for it than backing up and letting it hit the floor, but and that serve is wide. So we're even up at 5 as you can look at it, trying to go down the line and just out. Wynn attacking from the left side and puts it away. She's athletic, not especially tall, but able to really extend and come down with a good arm swing on that one. Henderson serving here for Cooper. They're in front 6-5 though, as it's been closer than that first set was, at least in the early going. Oops, Henderson misfiring there. Cooper's serving hasn't been quite as good so far here in the second. Lower to serve here for BC as they look to try and take the lead back. And not going to happen there though. That one into the net. Serving can be really a mental thing, as obviously they got the capability of putting the ball in play, but sometimes you think a little too hard or you try to be too perfect and lose concentration a little bit. Wilhelm will serve here for Cooper. And that one will turn into an ace as Vang had some indecision whether to play that ball underhand or overhand at the last second. Threw her hands up and just glanced off her. Tough ball to the outside. Nice job to keep it in play by Salat Smith. Overpass there. This will be an interesting one. Might have been a net violation against Cooper though, and it was. It was a hard ball to handle if you're BC, but they got a little bit of a break as Cooper into the net. Cisneros to serve. And that one is serving error. That's the one thing the Centaurs, you know, obviously it's key for both teams, but you're not going to be able to work your way back into the match if you're not taking advantage and getting serves in. Here's Wynn, who's been very aggressive with her serves. Wong getting a good pass, and here's Wynn firing away there. Centaurs, though, dug it up. Nice dig by Wynn off a strong attack by Adams. Come to the outside this time. Ooh, Wynn fighting that one off. It looked a little awkward. I thought it might have been a ball handling error, but... And this one will land just out. Cooper may be fortunate there, as they were just kind of looking and hoping that was going to be out. And just barely was. Win another blistering serve. DeJorn had handled it fairly well though. And that one will be wide off the attack from the outside there by Salat Smith. So now a 4-point lead for Cooper, biggest they've had. They were pretty much in command most of the way in that first set, but it's been a little bit of a different story in the second. We've had a lot of ties and back and forth. And this time DeJorn not able to handle that one. Hard to tell from my vantage point, but it might have been creeping toward being long. But it just got on her so fast. Another tough serve there. And that one is good. Put away there by Zoe Smith. Coach was saying they don't have all that much height this year. But Smith able to get the job done that time, and we're going to have a timeout taken here by Brooklyn Center as Cooper with a little momentum. They've got 6 points in a row here to go up 13-7 after winning the opening set in convincing fashion. Cooper has the Mound tournament coming up this weekend. And they'll get back into conference play at Kennedy on Monday. And Brooklyn Center, meanwhile, they'll be at home on Monday to take on Richfield. And then at Fridley. A little bit of an interesting mix of teams, you know, the Tri-Metro, the reshuffling of the Tri-Metro a few years back, and a new home for Cooper. Brooklyn Center, some of the same. Travel-wise, it's definitely good. I mean, you're not having to go too terribly far in a lot of these cases, and it's a little bit interesting though because it varies by sport. Some of them are real close, competitive, and then there's others where there's, you know, quite a disparity in some of the programs, but I think you'll find that in almost any league. Jornet handled it this time, but the pass pretty tight to the net, and Stelmach unable to handle that one, so we stay at 14-7, or go to 14-7, I should say, for Cooper with that ace again by Wynn. And they'll do it again. Lohr trying to fight that one off, and Wynn really good serves. And this time they'll get it over anyway. Wilhelm to Wong. And another point for the Hawks as they have really gone on a nice run. Now lead it by 9. BC's got to be thinking, we got to get Wynn off the service line some way, somehow here. Ooh. That might have been the best of them all. The Jornet. Pretty good effort, but just couldn't get that pass up. 10-point lead. Free ball sent over here. Blanchette of the swing. And that went into the net, trying to play it while backpedaling was Lohr, and 18-7. So they got a better pass, got the serve up and all, and kept the point going, but still ultimately hitting error for the Centaurs, and Cooper is really taken control in a big way here in the second set. Ooh, another ace. That one grazed the tape, but in for another point, and 19-7. Free ball sent over here. Wilhelm will come to the middle with it. And that pass into the net. Brooklyn Center is, even on the points when they've been able to get that serve up, they're struggling to keep passes going. And another bullet serve there. BC will get it over. And cut to the middle there by Emily Blanchette for another point. Boy, the Hawks unstoppable right now at 21-7. It was 7-7 at one point. And finally a miss as it's too long. 21-8. Centaurs are thinking to themselves, oh, thank goodness. We didn't want to keep facing Tracy Wynn. Smith will check back in for Brooklyn Center. that went off the basketball hoop, and that made it a tough one to handle for Wilhelm. Not so sure that serve wasn't going to be out, but Wong played it. Now, for the Centaurs, you're probably too far behind to really make a game of this in the second, but you want to get a little momentum going at least. Overpass there, that's handled by Adams, and Centaurs get another point. Stelmach to serve here. That's a good serve, and yes, unable to handle it. So BC still down by 10, but starting to make things happen a little bit here. Another good serve, wind to the floor. And this one was outside of the antenna, so now it's Cooper's turn to struggle to get these passes up off serve. To the outside here and punched over, and we had some net action there. I think the point for Cooper as Brooklyn Center got into the net. I just saw the net moving more than would be a part of normal play, and officials spotted it too. Here's Wong serving. Oh, that one's too long. Didn't get any momentum back there for Cooper. Boy, they're probably feeling fortunate that they have this big of a lead, because they really kind of let BC back into it somewhat down the stretch here. Weston will serve. And Henderson attacking nicely. Puts that one away. Well timed on the set. That was one of the better offensive looks all night for Cooper right there. Those points feel a little bit extra good rather than just, a point where you kind of scrape one over and maybe, get a fortunate one. That one was nice. Blanchette to serve. Long to the floor to dig that one up. Wynn sending one over. Punched over by Adams. And that one will drop in, and now Cooper to within a point of wrapping it up. They were a little slow starting, so it was tied for well. Then they went on that huge run and just took complete command. Then Brooklyn Center got a little run going, but now Cooper trying to secure the win in this second set. And that one will be sprayed too long by Lohr, and Cooper will take set number 2. The score turns out to be similar, but very different set from the first one, as there was more back and forth. Cooper wins at 25-13 to go up 2-0. The third set is on the way next year. You are watching Tri-Metro Conference Volleyball on CCX Sports.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Look at the crowd on hand here at Cooper to watch this one. Their home team leading Brooklyn Center now 2-0, 25-10 and 25-13 victories. Boy, in that second set, Brooklyn Center has to be thinking we were about even, except for the time that Tracy Wynn was serving. She went on a run of, I believe it was 14 points in a row. And guess who will be serving to begin this third set? So Coach Martinez trying to get his team to see if they can't do something to get themselves back into it a little bit. Well, that's a good way to start, as Tracy's serving that one too long. Stelmach at the service line here for Brooklyn Center. She put together a little service run later in that second set that got them, you know, not all the way back completely in it, but at least they made a run and got a little bit of momentum going for themselves. And she'll start with an ace, maybe a little bit lucky, but that's okay as it climbs over, and no chance for Cooper there. 2-0 lead BC. Got a lot of tape with that one. Oops, and then out of the bottom of the tape with that one. And Hawks will get the service here as Jenny Wong will serve it up. And nicely placed over the blockers. Salet Smith will get the kill there for BC. Weston subbing in to serve here for Brooklyn Center. Co-op with Parnassus Prep. Played over by Blanchette. Wilhelm trying to come back to Blanchette. Ooh, nicely done. It's not really what you want to have happen initially on that, or the kind of not on the same page, but good smart play by Blanchette to angle this ball. That's part of becoming a good player and a good team too, is you know, recognizing when things aren't going the way they're originally diagrammed, if you will, but making the smart play with the ball in a spot like that. Long for Wynn, and she was kind of ranging to her left there. That was a tough one to handle. I think Coach Russell may be telling her there that on that one you're better off not trying to be so aggressive, because she was drifting left. Here's Adams with the serve for the Centaurs. To the corner, that ball was good. Destiny Williams coming off the bench and immediately scoring one for Cooper. Nias will serve with her team down by a point, but up 2-0. That one will drop in, a fortunate one for Brooklyn Center, but they'll take it. Denise Smith to serve. And Nia's changing her mind at the last second. Didn't get a very good pass because she was unsure on how she was going to play that one. They'll go at her again, and it works out again for BC. 7-3, timeout Cooper. Good recognition by the server there. He saw somebody struggle with the previous one. I'm going to come right back at her and make her prove she can get this pass up. So the Centaurs on the road here, trying to work their way back into this one. They lost both the first two sets by fairly big margins, but leading this 7-3. Biggest lead they've had and longest into a set that they've had to lead. So Smith will serve again for Brooklyn Center. Okay, sending one over. And dug up, Wong kept it up, and then Wynn gets it over for Cooper. Scramble again here for the Hawks, and Wynn will send it over. And then BC a little bit off on the set, so eventually that defense pays off for Cooper as they had to scramble a couple times but kept the ball alive. Henderson will serve here for Cooper. Okay, getting to that one to dig it up. Sent over by Smith. And unable to get it over was Adams there playing it overhead. You have to kind of be careful not to hit it, you know, too high up into that basket or into the ceiling too, so. Hawks to within 2 as Henderson to serve. That one was too strong. Lohr serves for Brooklyn Center. Ooh, that's a good one. Wynn just barely getting there. Williams sent that one crawling over, then a nice dig again. Wynn getting to it, but it's going to be wide. She went under the net too far anyway, I think, there. So good effort by BC. You can see their younger team liking that point. A 9-5 lead. Lohr, another pretty good serve. And Williams misfiring there as that set coming to the outside. So Brooklyn Center gaining some confidence here. They're up 10-5. Another good serve. Wynn, though, a good pass this time. Omoke will come across to Wynn, and let's see. That one too long. Brooklyn Center's lead is 6. Long, a long way to go to get to that one. Omoke sending it over. Long looking for the outside, but missed that line, and it's another point for Brooklyn Center, 12-5. And Cooper right now is struggling to find it as Centaurs serving well. It starts with that as Lohr has had a good run. Another good one there. Wong will get it over. Williams a swing there. Centaurs stay with it. And it does get over, and then Williams will be wide with that one. Everything going Brooklyn Center's way right now. Bickham will check in for Cooper here. They're down 13-5. And make it 14. Well, we talked about that big run Tracy Wynn had in the second set for Cooper. This one will be remembered just as fondly the other way for Alina Lohr. They have really pulled away and making it looking more and more like there may not be a sweep here tonight. That one too long toward the corner. Cooper trying to see if they can get their momentum back a little bit. They've been subbing a lot too, which obviously when you go up 2 sets, you're probably going to work in your bench players some, and it maybe hurts the rhythm a little bit. But that's all part of it too. I mean, you got a roster of players that need to get court time to get better too. So, I think coaches always run into that dilemma a little bit: is when do you sub? How much do you sub? Wilhelm the serve again here for Cooper. And they get a little run going here, and now within 14-8. Boy, this sport, as much as any, is just such a momentum back and forth kind of sport. It can change in a hurry. Oh, Wynn would like to have that one again. Overpass there, and her eyes lit up, but she missed badly there, taking a swing at that one. And she turned and said, oh my gosh. Oh, so 15-8 BC. Outside to Blanchette. And that pass a little bit off, and Salad Smith trying to adjust at the last second into the tape with that one, so 15-9 now. Tracy Wynn, who has been the server of the night for sure. Let's see if she can put together a little run. No. That's kind of how this third set's been. It started with her missing long on a serve, and then been much more of a purple third set so far here, and BC up by 7 as Stelmach will serve. Cross court with that one, but it was wide. As Nias not quite able to keep it in play, sharply cutting it. Dumped over here. Comes back to Wong again. Wilhelm to the outside, but that one is off target, and Nias not able to handle that one. And probably her only bet would have been if she was able to switch and use the left hand, which usually isn't a great plan either. But 18-9 BC, another timeout taken here. And right now I think Coach Russell probably kind of saying, okay, do you believe me now that this one's not over yet? They have really struggled here in this third set after pretty much controlling things for a good chunk of the first two. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn Center, just playing free and easy, loose. They've served well as the match has gone on, especially, and that's at least given them a chance on these points. And, even whether you come back and win the match or not, if you could just at least get a set. I mean, they have not won a set in any of their first 7 matches. So they'd love to at least change that, and certainly looking like they could right now with an 18-9 lead. Stelmach to serve out of the timeout here for Brooklyn Center. Another pretty good serve. Wong, though, got a good pass away. Here's Wynn again, misfiring. And she's had a very good match, but the last few minutes haven't been her best. And just dumped over there by Nias. And that one will be good for Zoe Smith. So the Hawks break the momentum a little bit here, but still down 19-10. Wong to serve here for Cooper. And dropped in the middle nicely there by Adams, and another point for Centaurs is their first to 20 here now, 20-10. Cooper doesn't have much margin for error anymore. If, you know, for a while you're thinking, well, they can still come back, but at 20-10, you're not going to have room for many mistakes. And let's see, this ball looks like it was out. Yes. I think the Centaurs actually tried to play it, but didn't get to it. And it landed just out. Tipped over on the second ball there by Wilhelm. And just punched back over. Oops, to the outside there. That one a miss hit by Stelmach trying to set that ball. Oh, Blanchette will serve here for Cooper. You got to be just thinking one at a time now if you're Cooper. You know, sometimes you have the tendency to really try to be too perfect in these spots, but Wilhelm giving it to Henderson here. DeJarnette kept it up. Let's see, can they get it over? Ooh, that one was probably going to be out. A Wynn played it. And Brooklyn Center erupting, their fans or their younger level players excited about that point. Really good effort here, but I think this ball was going to be out. Wynn didn't realize it though and played it. Adams to serve here with her team up 22-11. They've gotten up off the deck here and played well in this third set. And there's an ace. BC has come on very strong. Yeah, kind of have the feeling that this might be sort of a set that they're going to remember as they go forward in this season. I mean, regardless of what happens the rest of tonight or the next couple weeks or whatever. And that one will be an ace as Cooper melting down a little bit. That ball was right in the middle of the court and just let it drop. Adams trying to close him out. Oh, and Wynn and Wong collide, and Brooklyn Center will take the third set, 25-11. So Cooper's what seemed to be insurmountable lead as they went up 2-0. Looks a little different right now. Centaurs play a good third set, and we will go to a fourth after a 25-11 BC win.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Some excitement on the Brooklyn Center side as they had a good third set and come back with a 25-11 win to throw a little doubt into Cooper here after the Hawks had pretty well controlled the first two sets. We'll see now if Brooklyn Center's momentum will stay with them or if Cooper's able to get it back. Cisneros to serve here to begin set 4 here. Wilhelm coming to win, and that one right into the net. I feel like she's maybe pressing a little bit now, and maybe their whole team as a whole too. You know, everything was flowing smooth and easy. They were way ahead, and I think they probably were surprised to find themselves trailing, and then just compounded it with more mistakes. There's an ace, and all the momentum certainly with Brooklyn Center. Dug up, but a tough ball to handle in the net after Smith got a pretty good swing. She hasn't had a ton of opportunities, but has been pretty effective when they've gotten her the ball. So 2-1 lead now for BC. Win at the service line. Again, had some great service runs earlier, and then of late though has been misfiring some. And that'll be an ace, so tied up at 2. And Cooper's hoping like, okay, that's what we're gonna see in this little sequence here. Honestly, if you're Brooklyn Center right now, you're almost hoping and counting on her being long with it. I would almost err in the side of not playing balls because they're so tough to handle, but some of them maybe are heading out. That one obviously was not. And let's see, was this ball good? Yes. Sharply cut by Nias. Really driving it cross court. Cooper kind of hoping like, okay, maybe this is how it's going for us now, because those kind of balls were not falling in that last set. And win a service error there. Been aggressive all night, and I don't think you can, I don't want to be hypocritical and say she shouldn't be still trying to be aggressive, because that's what helped them get the lead, but just hasn't been quite as accurate of late. Stelmach serving for Brooklyn Center as they try and take the lead back. Three ball sent over here to the outside for Blanchett, and that one blocked by Adams. Centaurs playing much more steady volleyball as the night has gone on, and Adams getting to that one. Cross court with it there, but dug up. And score it for Brooklyn Center's Solid Smith. Cooper got just a little bit out of position there, and then a tough ball to handle. I like the way BC has been serving too. I mean, that's certainly a key component over why they've been able to get back in this one. They've served pretty consistent and pretty tough. Wynn will drop that one in, but dug up. And that one off the antenna. Not a particularly good pass there. And Sallet Smith trying to do something with it, but not able to do so. Jenny Wong to serve here for Cooper. Her team down a point in the fourth set. They lead 2-1, but Brooklyn Center, the momentum after rolling in that third set and then service error. And we were seeing a lot more of that as the match has gone on from Cooper than what they were doing earlier. Weston to serve. And pushed into the net there by Wilhelm as she tried to dump it over, and BC leads by 3. You know, when they first started to get the momentum in that third set, for a little while you're thinking, well, you know, this is just a little bit of a run, but eventually Cooper will regain control, but it doesn't have that same feel anymore. And that one denied as the Hawks will score a point, get back within 7-5. They need some little things like that to go their way. You got to create your own luck a little bit sometimes. Blanchette to serve here for Cooper. Dumped over, good effort, but couldn't get that ball up as Wynn and Blanchette ran into each other. He just dumped over to a good spot and they both went for it at the same time. Liked the effort, but just kind of canceled each other out there a little bit, I think, and made that a tough ball to handle. Adams to serve here for Brooklyn Center. Ooh, just got that one over. Okay, not on the same page there with Nias, and it's a 10-5 lead for Brooklyn Center. Coach Russell quickly coming back with Wilhelm and Blanchette. I think you know, any feeling of like, well, we want to get more people in or anything like that, now it's tightened up enough that they're just going to have to play the lineup that they think can win them the match, I think. And Wilhelm setting that ball up and nobody coming to get it. Adams trying to keep this run going for Brooklyn Center. Another good serve. And Wong will score it though for Cooper. Hawks have really struggled with serve receive here. And obviously that's tough to win points if that first pass isn't there. Yes, serving here. And good recovery to get that one over, and then the pass way too far outside for Wynn. The Hawks continue to struggle passing the ball. 12-6 lead for Brooklyn Center as they try and force a fifth set. Denise Smith serving here for Brooklyn Center. And it's an ace. Thirteen to 6, and Cooper's turn to kind of looking around, talking to just not on the same page as far as who's going to take that ball. That'll be a point for Cooper. You can see that they're trying to get, the excitement back, this momentum back, because things just haven't been rolling their way. Henderson to serve here for Cooper. And that one is out. Oh, if you're looking at one difference in why the match has flipped, their serving has gotten much worse, and Brooklyn Center's gotten better and just been very consistent serving the last couple sets. I mean, they're not all like super aggressive, but they're good enough and putting the ball in play on a very routine basis. Collision there, but they'll get it over. Ooh, Blanchett, fortunate to keep that ball alive on a set way to the outside. And that one missed wide as they look to go cross court. But these are the only way Cooper's winning points right now in plays like that. It really wasn't a well executed set at all. They were fortunate to take that point. Wilhelm will deliver an ace. Cooper trying desperately to get a little something going here. They're down 5. Oops. Unable to handle that one is Stelmach. And again, she's battling an injury there. She got a wrap on her wrist, and that might have had some impact on that. 4-point lead, Brooklyn Center. And that one will drop in for another ace. BC leaving a big gap there. Ramon Martinez has palms up. What was that? So now it's Cooper's turn to chip away, and Coach Martinez will call a timeout for Brooklyn Center. So Centaurs really coming back to make a good match of this one. They got beat 25-10 in the first and then 25-13 in the second, but they stuck with it and won rather easily in the third at 25-11, and they're up 14-11 now here in the fourth. Even though Cooper's got a little bit of momentum going. This will be a big point coming out of this timeout. Wilhelm to serve here for Cooper. She's brought her team back to within 3. Good swing there, but it was dug up. Win off the antenna. All set too far to the outside. A good attack by Zoe Smith, but a nice job getting through that ball by Vang and helped keep the point alive, and eventually it paid off for BC. And a service error there though for Pagana. Bring it back to a 3-point score here in this fourth set. And Tracy Wynn will serve. Off speed there for one of the first times tonight. I'm not sure if it was by design. That ball is going to be too long. And Cooper's to within 2. I'm not sure if Wynn tried that or if it was just mishit a little bit, but it ended up being a much different shot than many of her serves. And a service error there. She just has not been the same kind of server later in the match as she was earlier. 16-13, Brooklyn Center. Stelmach serving. Ooh, is this in or out? She went for it, but did she touch it? It's going to be out. Point for Cooper. It seemed a little doubt that it was out, but the question was, did she actually touch it? And it looks like no. I don't know why she went for it at all. Clearly out. Long to serve. Push toward that corner, and it's going to score. Nice decision there by Wilhelm. She eyed the defense and saw BC was sucked up toward the net and was room to go. And it was also fairly tight to the net, so she didn't have that much opportunity to do a lot with that one anyway. So Cooper back to within 1 now. Kind of match I think that'll help both teams here. As we said, both were looking for their first win coming in, and Cooper was taking it to the Centaurs earlier, but they really came up with a strong third set and have had the lead for a good chunk of this fourth as well. And they don't want to be satisfied with just, you know, kind of making a match of it here. They're gotten back into it to the point where they feel like they can win. Long serve is going to be too long. Once again, it was a ball that they tried to play but didn't get to. And so a point for the Centaurs. Weston will serve. And scoring it there is Blanchette. They went down the line. To be honest, I'm not really liking the back set. Most of the time they're not executing especially well, but that time they were able to score the point. Blanchette serving here for the Hawks. And that'll be an ace. That was another one that might possibly have been out, but they removed any doubt by playing that ball. 17 apiece. Long run, they won't get there, and Cooper back in front for the first time in a long time. 18-17 Hawks. Sent over here, Wong getting to it and dumped over, and that, oh, great effort and recovery for the Centaurs. I thought that was going to be Cooper's point, but Brooklyn Center not giving up on the point at all. So Adams to serve here for the Centaurs. Down to 18 all. And that one dumped over, and that hit the court, so a lead for Cooper. Well executed setter dump that time by Wilhelm. Neas to serve here with her team up by 1. Wong rolling this one over. Scramble for the Centaurs, and they will get it over. Back to the outside for Wynn, and she puts it away, and she needed that one. Cooper by 2. First really good attack they've had in a while. Look at it from both sides there as the set on target and Wynn swinging confidently. And that one is too long. So now it's Cooper's turn to get a little momentum going. They are up by 3. And have hit 21 points. BC not a... Oh, wait a minute. Must have had a net violation there. That serve will be wide. I believe Cooper should have 21 now, shouldn't they? They gotta get some double checking on the score. Now they got it right. And that one's not even close. 21-20. Lore to serve here for BC. Crunch time here in this 4th set. Ooh, good recovery by Wong. Wynn attacking and will score it. Cooper by 2. It's a good point for them to get, although I'm not, again, not so sure that ball wasn't going to be long. Wilhelm with the serve. Pushed over by Hawks. Ooh, nice hit there. Wong digs it up though. And scraped over by Smith. And Blanchette fighting hard but couldn't get a tough one as it crawled over the net. Salet Smith doing good work there for BC there to back to within 1. Cisneros will serve. Smith will put it away. Zoe Smith up with the swing in the middle for Cooper. They lead by 2. Not a lot of an approach there, but just getting up quick and a good extension. Win to serve. And misses again. 1 point lead. And that's an ace. Some room to work with there for Stelmach, and Cooper not covering ground along that line. 23-23. And now it's Brooklyn Center's turn to be all pumped up. Trying to force a fifth set. We got 23-23. Well, and it sounds simple, but the serve difference has been such a big thing later in this match. Brooklyn Center is just stayed calm and confident. I mean, no, they haven't been perfect serving, and some of them, as I said, are just, you know, kind of basic serves, but they're doing a good job of getting the ball in play on a regular basis. And the same can't always be said for Cooper. Stelmach, oh, I jinxed him there. That one was not close, and now it'll be a match point chance for Cooper. Timeout paid off. Jenny Wong to serve here for the Hawks. And it's an ace to win it. How do you like that? As Cooper will pull it out in 4 sets to get their first win of the year. Wasn't all smooth sailing, and I'm sure they'll say, well, we kind of let them back in, but you got to give Brooklyn Center a lot of credit. They kept playing and playing well, and took that third set in convincing fashion and almost did the same in the fourth. But ultimately, Cooper does prevail, as we said, for their first W of the season. 25-23 in that fourth set to win it 3-1. So best of luck to both these teams going forward this season, and thanks so much to coaches Martinez and Russell. Always enjoy talking to them. Thanks to Willie Howard and all the staff here at Cooper for having us as well. Hope you've enjoyed this one. It turned into an entertaining match here this evening. It is Cooper defeating Brooklyn Center 3-1 in Tri-Metro Volleyball. That'll do it from Cooper High School. For all of our CCX crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. Good night from New Hope.